Hello. It is March 16th of 2024, and it's 12 noon. I'm using the microphone here that's on this arm here. And I just, about an hour or so, I went and picked up the stuff that goes in the eyes to protect them from an infection or something or other. Time to have a Coca-Cola. I have the camera up on a taller tripod this time. I've got my glasses for when I go out into bright light. And I wish I had a different computer, one with a little more power. This would be so much easier if I didn't have to worry about every little, every little thing. This is a Dell computer that I bought refurbished for about $120 or $140. It's been doing okay, but for what I'm doing here, it would be a little better if I had something with a little more power. I could depend on it more. So cross your fingers for this. I'm looking at the front page of CNN. It says that Trump glosses over the violence on January 6th. It's quite some violence to be over, an attack upon the capital of the United States of America. Man, that's, how do you gloss over something like that? Members of the House and the Senate running, screaming from the, well, I guess I didn't hear any of them screaming, but Democrats and Republicans were running from the Capitol building while the Capitol Police were trying to defend the capital of the United States against an attack by the President of the United States at that time. Weird. The Realtors Association has I just put those drops in my eyes and now it's starting to react here. I went to real estate school, by the way, when I got out of high school, when the Army wouldn't take me. I'm not sure. I did not want to go to real estate school. My father wanted me to go to real estate school. A book had just come out, How to Make $1 Million in Real Estate. Now, of course, times have changed. There's nobody who would buy a book on how to make $1 million from real estate or $1 million from anything. They'd want a book that said, make 100 million or 200 million or something. But anyway, so I told my father, I never called him father, but I told Jim, I don't want. So I went through real estate school and I graduated from real estate school and I passed the test. I didn't take the state test, but it was the same one. I didn't go to Jefferson City and take it, but I passed real estate. And I think the commission was like 6% back. I might be wrong on that. I think it was 6% or something like that. It was a commission that went to realtors. And finally, after all this time, and the prices of houses and everything's skyrocketing, and investment companies and all kinds of companies are buying up apartment buildings, apartment, apartment complexes, houses, apartments. They're buying up everything because they know, you got to live someplace. I mean, there's a lot of people that are living on the street, but so, I mean, that's a good start, but it's not enough. People are hurting, although right now, the United States is doing pretty well in many ways, thanks to the Democrats and thanks to President Biden, and no thanks to Republicans or the right wing or whatever. Times are hard for people, especially poor people. Port-au-Prince, Haiti, man, I feel sorry for the people down there. It's just a horrible situation down there, and it has been. I don't know what you do in a situation like that. You think, well, no, it's bad for everybody, but, think of the children. And, of course, think of other places in the world. It's capitalism. Now, I'm not a communist. I don't think socialism, real socialism, would work in the United States because of our history. But I think it's, socialism is not communism, And the Republicans, and all of the Republican presidents and everything have made it, that socialism or anything like that is, that's like, it's communism and we're going to be, but it's not. It's a separate, it's not our system here, but I think it should be. But I think it should be introduced, gradually and, with thought and things. But it's the world is a really tough place, and with the environment going bad, which, I think we're all responsible for that. And just take these cans and just throw them in the ocean, okay? I mean, when they're empty. We had warnings about what was going to happen to the environment and what was going to happen to, everything, every country. And are there any countries that did it, that actually, well, you can't, if you can't just do it in one country. You can't, in Sweden, you can't do everything properly, and then because you've got other places around you, and the environmental problems are coming from, everywhere. And so, have I been, I belong to Greenpeace. My daughter worked for them for a while, ran one of their offices. But yeah, you can't say, well, I did enough. I buried my fecal matter. I don't know what you could. Everybody, the entire world needed to be working on it. And some people were in some places. And we should have listened to those who were. Because now I think it's caught up with us way ahead of time. It surprised everybody how quickly it hit. Glaciers are melting and all kinds of things that are happening around the world. Lakes are drying up. we have problems. Knock, knock, knock. There's trouble at the door. Uh, let's see. I'm looking at CNN's front page. Pennsylvania shooting suspect barricaded with hostages in New Jersey after killing 3, town officials say. Let's see. Former college football star arrested in a poisoning death of his girlfriend and an unborn baby. Wow. Why Americans should pay attention to what's happening in Haiti. I mean, we should pay attention to, everybody in the world. But, man, there are some places that are just so bad, especially when children, you know. But, I mean, it should be for everybody, even if you're 83 years of age, you're entitled to, New Mexico state police officer fatally shot in an apparent ambush by driver he tried to help. An ex-CNN anchor says she changed the name, hid Arabic skills to avoid discrimination. Let's see, 37 killed in Israeli strike on residential block in central Gaza, health minister says. Nearly 50 years after remains of 2 homicide victims were found in a shallow grave, one has finally been identified. DNA, I guess. Let's see. NAR settlement could smash home prices for many Americans. I don't know what that means. Let's see. See what happens when CNN crew arrives in Haiti. Why gangs hold so much power in Haiti. If you don't have a government, if you don't have something, the mobs will take over, people will take over. Winter returns, major patterns shift coming early next week. Inside Hollywood's new effort to curb gun deaths. Inside Hollywood's new effort to curb gun deaths. They're talking about Hollywood, California, or are they talking about the movie industry or something? Young voters react to Biden's TikTok post. Black is beautiful. Why Nigerians think their Guinness is better than Ireland's. Let's see. Aging Voyager 1 sends back surprising response after a poke from Earth. Are we sure there's not an alien up there that, ran into it first? Go in there and maybe adjust to think they could pick up something, Could be. See, burning acid behind ant stings was spotted around 2 stars. What? The burning acid behind ant stings was spotted around 2 stars. What in the world is... Hang on, sorry about that. What? Did we send ants to us? Let's see. The burning acid behind ant stings was spotted around 2 stars. The James Webb Space Telescope mid-infrared instrument captured an image of a regional parallel to massive photostar known as IRAS 23385. The photostar is not visible in this range. This stuff is all over my head. My God. Well, I mean, when you get older, shouldn't you get smarter, or is the entire world going to be? How many do kids in school? Does that make sense to them? I don't know. Let me go back. Was there a song? Let me go back or something? Don't know. How long have I been talking? 16 minutes. Talking and not saying anything. I think the drops in my eye are making my nose water. Oh, I think I remember that, I think it says down here later, burning acid behind ant stings was spotted around 2 stars. I think, I'm probably wrong on this, I think that the astronauts weren't they in orbit someplace and they got stung by some ants that quite a while after or something or other? I don't know what it was. If you happen to know, I guess put a link. And I'll put it below or whatever. Oh, sorry about that. Ouch. It'd be nice if I had a graph or something that would... I just need a new computer is what I need. Would be nice to be sitting doing this with a computer with a little more woof or meow. Breaking news. Philadelphia shooting suspect barricaded with hostages in New Jersey after killing 3. Oh, okay, well. I think I already read some of these things here. Russia border region closes malls as schools as Ukrainian attacks escalate. I don't understand what the deal with the princess. I'm not even sure the Princess of Wales. I don't even know who she is, really. I mean, they got the family's too big. They need to. The Princess of Wales controversy has gotten worse. I read the news about, that some pictures were taken up. I think she's had some kind of illness or something, so she's been laying low or something. If you're in another country, laying low doesn't mean anything, sexual or anything like that. She's been out of the popular view for a while, and then she popped up with some pictures, or a picture that I thought was kind of cute. And news media or people went crazy over some mild adjustments that were made to the photograph. I mean, isn't that, if you're, especially maybe a woman, but if you're if you're anybody, if they say, I'm going to take pictures of you for YouTube or for something, it seems like they would allow you. Now, I'm not saying if they changed a picture and they gave you 2 heads, or if they took a picture of somebody like me that's, let's say 80, somebody who's 83, and if the person, would turn on their camera, turn their thing on to make the skin look a little bit better and that type of stuff. I'm not sure, you know. I don't know. Maybe okay. Maybe they could just say cosmetic adjustments made in the photograph, or I mean, they could. I don't know. But it seems like they're going crazy over whatever she did, or somebody did to her pictures or something. I mean, if I had pictures, well, I've shown old pictures of myself, you know, on here, I think. Um, I don't know what the big deal is. Well, you know how those English are. Frog fight. I never skipped that. Well, I guess old people, quite old. We do need a. I've been getting the COVID shots. Anyway, they've decided that older people we need to get another one. So when I get to a doctor's office or something, I'll get one of them. I'll get what they want me to get. Or I can even go to my the Walgreens drugstore and they give the shot, I think, also. Here's the thing. Why stock exchanges ring a bell every workday? I think that's because that they're trying to warn the people that the stock market and the money people are going to fuck you. You know, for the New York Stock Exchange, they have like a thing that goes up in whatever, up in the airways, and then on that, when they're getting ready to ring the morning bell to start and the ending bell to stop the, you know, things, they sound the bell. I kind of felt like that. It kind of looks like, you know, a place for hanging people or something like that. I just think they ought to round up, you know, dishonest business people. I mean, really, I'm not talking about, you know, I mean the ones that are really, you know, screwing you. And I mean, you shouldn't drag them up, but if they voluntarily go up there so they can be honored when the bell rang or something, I just think you just slip it, you know, thing around their neck and just push them off. I don't know if it's true or not. I heard something a while back, and I can't remember the exact details, but it was that I think $1,000 if you are a business person or something, and you cheat somebody out of $1,000 or something, that's the death penalty. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I read someplace or heard. Maybe I got it slightly wrong. But it seems like, I kind of think that sounds like we could add that to our capitalistic system or something. Let's see. REI just dropped the price of Stanley iconic water bottles. I guess we're now into the, I'm reading CNN, so the rest of this thing is going to be advertising, I guess. It's official. There are 20 Amazon products our readers couldn't stop buying in February. Apple's M1 MacBook Air is down to a new all-time low price. Oh my God. Let's see. I'm not even sure what an Apple M1 is. Let's go see. Let's go to Amazon. Okay. What was it? Wasn't Apple. It was. Is it Apple? Apple M1. Okay, MacBook Air Pro charger, chip charger. It must be a MacBook. Apple M1 MacBook. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Here's one that's renewed. The 2020 Apple MacBook Air with the Apple M1 chip. 13.3 inches, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 SSD, renewed. So it's cheaper than, it's got 4.5 stars, $643. Ooh. A late Apple 21 renewed Apple MacBook Pro with Apple M1 Pro chip, 1,268. Well, that's, and a pre-owned, so it's marked down too. I'm an old man. I guess I'm never going to see what it's like to have the most expensive. I wouldn't really want the most expensive. I'd just like to have one that really had the power. Here's one that's a bestseller. Apple 2022 MacBook Air M2 chip, 13-inch screen, etc. A whole bunch of them. I mean, different things like that. Oh, help. What time is it? Oh, I've been talking for 27 minutes about nothing. How much earnings have I made from Amazon? I can't remember the last time I got any money. You know, if I talk about a product, I might put the link to it. And if you were to buy it off of, you know, Amazon or whatever, I should get a... so how much have I made from Amazon? And I've been with Amazon since they began in the first year. Okay, earnings. I could just click on earnings here. Okay. Earnings. I clicked on you. Where are you? Nothing's popping up. Let me go up here to payment history. Okay, here we go. So, payment history. Okay, it may go back to June of 2023. Okay, June 1st of 2023, well, at the end of that month, because I made $29.49 for the month. And then the next time I got paid from them, it was September, and it was $21.52. Okay, that's September. The next time I got paid money, ooh, wow. January 30th of 2024, I made $16.98. Wow, I wonder what I spent that on. A vacation? Did I take a vacation someplace? I'm not sure. The next month, by the way, I made $1.82, but they don't give it to you when you make $1.82. And then the next month, March of 2024, did I say 2020? 2024, I made 15 cents. Now, of course, that made that they owed me a total of $2.17. And that's May. Okay, I haven't got, that's it. This is March, of course, and so they owe me $2.17. When it gets to be $10 or something like that, then they'll pay me. Yes, I'm getting rich off of YouTube. I'm getting rich off of Amazon, right? You do know I'm joking, right? I'm not joking about these numbers, but I'm joking about getting rich from anybody, you know. Somebody suggested when I said the other day that I thought I had not dementia. What did I say I thought I had? Can't remember. That's a sign. That's a sign you have it. Anyway, not just for me, but if any of you have, if you're enjoying YouTube or TikTok or whatever it is, and you can afford it, you know, try to chip in some way if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, then don't do it. I mean, if you're having trouble, you know, paying your bills, or if you've got small children that need, you know, whatever it is, I mean, take care of people, take care of yourself, and take care of your family. But if you don't be like the rich people that look out after number one. Did that come across right? You get my idea. Help out if you can. Hell, this morning I had to go to the pharmacy and, yeah, anyway, I had to pick up on that stuff for my eyes. And on the way back, I popped into the dollar store and got about $4 worth of things from the dollar store. And when I left, there was 25 cents. You know, I gave them the $4 or whatever it was, and they gave me back 25 cents, or tried to, and I said, no, just drop it in there in case somebody comes in needing it, you know. Then I walked up the street, and there, as I was heading home, walked up the street, and there was a lady who usually gets to an elderly black lady who gets to the dollar store when they open up. She sits outside there on the ground, and she has her cup or whatever it is, and but anyway, she was coming to work. No, she did not get out of a Cadillac or anything like that. She was walking. And I recognized her because I'd given her some, I think I had 4 $1 bills or something back a week or two ago, and I gave them to her in her cup. And I saw her walking towards me. She didn't have her thing set up outside the place. She was coming to work. It looked like she was coming from the apartment complex that I left, but I didn't, you know, I didn't see her come out of there. But anyway, she came towards me, and I pulled out a $1 bill and handed it to her. And she said, is that all you've got? And I said, yes, it is. And anyway, then she says, God bless you. So I guess I should take a nap. I was talking to a friend of mine. I mentioned him yesterday, whatever, Dick. And he's not as old as I am, but he's getting close. He's close. Of course, I'm not waiting. My age is, we're all aging, you know. And he said that he thought that we both needed good sleep, you know, good sleeping. Because I think he stays up late a lot of times with the computer. And I sure do. We know that. So my bed is cleared off, and I'm going to take a nap. Thanks for watching.